that she didn't want to plug her training, but I'm going to plug it. It's a TriHarmony Success System. I think it's brilliant. One of the things that I think helps people be successful is to have an open mind, to have a beginner's mind. I've been doing this for quite some time. When I looked at it and read it, I learned how to improve my languaging with people. It held a lot of value for me, and I learned a lot from it. The beauty of it is that if anybody gets it, especially someone I'm working with, it saves a lot of time for me because it does the training for me. It's a very duplicable system. So the information's back there on the cost, but it's very inexpensive. When you look at the cost of that, I took MLMU for a year. I think it cost $4,000. This is 1/10 of 1% of that. It's very little in the cost, and the investment is well worth it. And also remember, anything you invest into your Young Living business is fully tax deductible. So I highly recommend the TriHarmony Success Training. That's what it's called. Yes, it's excellent.
The TriHarmony Success Program, for the exact reasons that were mentioned earlier. I was very excited about the products, and I didn't know how to get started to tell people about it. I was tripping over my own words and really just didn't feel like I had an effective way to share it or what words to use. And I have to tell you, it's so easy. I literally tell people, don't mind me that I read from the book, because the way it states it in the book makes a lot of sense, and they say it better than I could without me going on and on for hours, which is what I would typically do because I'm a chatterer. So I just sit and I go through the book, I read what's in there, and it works. You know, my organization is growing. I've enrolled quite a few people in the last couple months. I think 1 week last month I enrolled 5 people alone, and I just kept reading out of the book, you know, and it's very exciting, and it's very simple to use, and it's one of the best investments I've made in my business so far. So
so we just drove 100 miles up here to hear her do this business presentation the first time, because I'm so excited about what Jahan does. I was lucky enough to be involved with her when she was doing it on Skype and developing the program, which was just about a year ago we were doing it. And I had made up my mind that I was going to reach 500 in my downline last year. And I started the year at like 300 something. And by October I reached it. And I really give credit, last October I had reached the 500.
Downline, 500
yeah, in my downline. And I credit so much to not only the procedural part of what Jahan has put together in her program, which is just fantastic and really does answer some things for you, but that level of confidence that it gives you. I've been in Young Living 10 years, and suddenly after 10 years, I knew what to say, when to say it, how to plant seeds that are wonderful and appropriate, and how to respond to whatever kind of questions come up. It's just a wonderful confidence building tool, and has all those little things in there for you. So I recommend everybody get it and just jump in there and do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Bridget Tiarco, and I live in Fort Lee, New Jersey. I began using Jahan's program, I think it was around the convention in the summer, it was in Orlando, September. And I've been doing Young Living for a long time and have spent numerous hours at workshops, reading all the time. I'm an avid reader. I've spent thousands of dollars in educating myself in the field of network marketing. And so I was reluctant to buy the program because not that I know it all, but I know a lot, but I decided that if I wanted my team to purchase something, I needed to purchase it myself. So in reading it, and I've read it 3 or 4 times, for the price that it is, it's worth thousands of dollars. First off, it's, you know, I could tell the level of Jahan's education. A lot goes into creating that, and it was years of compiling all this information. And so that's one thing. I think it's a bargain. And secondly, as a business builder, I meet people all the time who tell me they want to do a business, And so as a business, I tell them what it looks like, $100 auto ship. This is the training manual, and explaining what Jahan just told us about how much it costs to start up a business. It really is a great qualifier. If somebody says they want to do a business and they're not willing to spend $185 on a training manual, they more likely want to just be a product user, and I welcome them into my organization, but clearly they're not ready for the business at this time. So it really allows me not to invest all this energy and time in somebody that really wasn't really ready for the business. So thank you, Jahan. It is an awesome program.
My name's Holly Myers, and I'm Maggie's granddaughter in the family tree. And I actually led my first ever intro with the TriHarmony materials last Saturday, this time of day, at Maggie's house. She wasn't able to be there, so I said, okay, I'll lead it. This will give me a chance to jump into it. So 2 people came, and we sat around Maggie's dining room table, and I read from the workbook, which I'd reviewed carefully with Maggie beforehand, and it was a delight. The people were just so excited. I did the muscle testing. I did it with the cell phone. They just couldn't believe that that the oils were so effective at bringing their power back when a cell phone will just diminish it, and that you can simply hold a bottle of Young Living essential oils in your hand with a cell phone and restore your strength. So they both signed up. They're both wanting to come to meet Gary Young February 25th at Melville, Long Island at this special event, and they're ready to tell people. So, thank you.
Yeah.
I've shared with my organization how to use the TriHarmony Success Training Package because I saw the value from day one. I too was able to be a part of it and see how it's evolved, and what we have today is a resource that, unfortunately, Young Living doesn't have at our disposal. So, I praise Jahan for the time that she's taken to develop this, and it could not have been easy, and I'm sure that it was under great sacrifice that she took the time and the energy. As you see how she's developing the business program, she did the same thing with the TriHarmony Success Program. I think I have at least 10 people in my organization who didn't have a voice before, was afraid to speak, didn't know what to say, couldn't find the right words to make it concise. Like Jenny said, you'd ramble on and on and on when you could have said one sentence. And she gives us that one sentence and more and more. And Jenny, I'm going to brag for you. Jenny enrolled 16 people this month, correct?
Wow.
This month, January. And there were 36 new people in my organization this month. And I can tell you 100% the people that were enrolled were the ones who opened up that book and read from it. And were able to then say, and now you can do this too. Without them saying, oh no, I don't want to, I can't be the expert. It takes that way. So I wholeheartedly recommend that if anybody doesn't have it, that you get it and go.
Yay.